Philip, Charles, you must be delighted with that result.
Absolutely delighted, Breffney. Look at semi-finals are for winning. Just we've not done one yet. As I said to the lads, today was all about getting to a final, and look at we're there. We didn't make it easy, but we're there.
You had a bit of a mixed bag with penalties. Great save from the Manor Hamilton keeper. It kind of looked like it might be beyond you at that stage, but you rallied well to hit over a couple of late scores to just keep that scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, no, I knew once we were in the game, it was always going to be there for us. And in fairness to the lads, we lost a man early doors. We were down to 14, and that was never going to be easy in those conditions. And you're playing a team against like Manor Hamilton that has a wealth of experience. They held the ball up well, but we just stuck with them. We got the penalty in the second half, and keeper pulled off a great save. But I still knew that we'd be still in the shake-up if we just hung in there, and thankfully we did and got the scores in the end.
In terms of the game, you talked about the experienced players. They would have had a few lads with plenty of senior experience. It's not against the rules of the law, the written law, but it's possibly maybe borderline on the spirit of the law in terms of lads dropping down to that level. Any thoughts on that in particular?
Not really. Look at that's good sport, fair game. Look at I see if you talk about Manor, like they have experience all over the field. If you look at number 22 there, Bino McDonald, he gave an exhibition early doors. We had 2-3 different men on him, and he's probably mid-30s at this stage, but you can't say anything about that. Different. It was probably a fact of their first team, but it wasn't. We know that it wasn't, but they've still got a wealth of experience and great players there on show, as you've seen, and we just about pulled through, and
Of course, now a final in a week's time against a club you might be all that familiar with yourself, Aughavas. It's a bit of local rivalry, split emotions in yourself, or is it very much all for Cloone victory on Sunday?
Oh, look at you. As I said there to another man, I live in Cloone now the last 12 years. My kids go to school in Cloone. I feel as much a part of the community as anyone else. That said, it's nearly 20 years ago to the weekend that I suppose I won a senior championship, and Fintan McBride led that team out. So okay, of course it's mixed emotions. I'd probably rather if it was somebody else, but that's the way football goes. I won't be expecting too many phone calls from my family this week, but they'll be for the green and white. My sister's the current treasurer, so look, that will probably be a bit of a sideshow for people like you. But once we step onto the field next Sunday, I'll obviously be edging for the Cloone boys.
Listen, congratulations today. Well done on a great victory. A lot of people will install you as favourites on a wet day, maybe not so much favourites on a good dry day. Any worries about how that weather might play out in the hands in a week's time? No, I couldn't agree with you there. I don't think I think Aughavas will be firm favourites. They stroll through. Even today, the tough conditions would never have suited their young players, and they put Glencar to the sword. So Fintan will have them lads buzzing, and they've a load of youth in there. We probably have lads coming to the other end of the spectrum. So, but we'll be giving it a good shot, and Well done again today, and congratulations. Best luck in the final.
Thanks, Breffney.